Hey, it's Garret Biss. Thanks for checking out this video. So the question of the day is, what does guilt have to do with it? So a lot of times I hear this question. It's either asked of me directly or indirectly, or it's suggested that I never felt guilt or remorse or resentment or embarrassment over some of my actions from the past. And just by asking that question of somebody, like, why don't you feel guilty? That assumes that they don't feel guilty, which that's absolutely not the case. For anybody that's in recovery, anybody who struggled with addictive substances or behaviors in the past, there's absolutely this feeling of guilt and of shame and of embarrassment. There's just a basic misunderstanding about addiction in general and human behavior in general to come to the conclusion that somebody would continue a behavior or couldn't continue a behavior if they didn't have guilt and remorse and shame. Really, all addictions are manifest in behaviors that help somebody avoid or escape or numb some kind of internal sensation, some kind of inner pain or some void inside. And when we do feel that embarrassment or that guilt or that shame from past experiences or things that we've done, that only makes that inner pain worse. It only makes it more likely that somebody will need to reach for a substance or commit or an act or a behavior that would help them avoid or escape or numb. So if you've ever wondered that, if you've ever asked somebody why don't they feel remorseful? Why don't they feel greater embarrassment? Why don't they feel regret? Well, for one, you're assuming that they don't, which I will tell you from personal experience and from what I've learned from many other people, that's absolutely not the case. Every person that I've talked to that's in recovery, or everybody I've talked to who's ever faced some kind of substance or behavioral addiction in their past, they absolutely feel regret and remorse. And it's those emotions that have compounded the issue, those emotions that have fueled that downward spiral and make those actions, make those behaviors much, much worse. On the flip side of that, one benefit that we have is if you can move beyond those emotions that come up from our past behaviors, if you can move beyond that guilt, that shame, that embarrassment, that remorse, if you can find ways to find peace and cultivate some positive emotions that can help pull you forward, that can be a fantastic way to not only move out of that active addiction, but further your journey in your recovery if you find yourself in recovery. One of the greatest ways to do that is by finding a greater sense of meaning and purpose and joy in your life. One great contributing factor to people who struggle with substance or behavioral addictions is the fact that they lack a certain meaning in their life. And because they don't have that meaning, they don't have that upward pull, they don't have that thing that's pulling them forward through hard times and helping them overcome obstacles and challenges, because they don't have that sense of meaning. They don't have something on the horizon they're looking forward to or something they're working toward. So if you feel like you lack a sense of meaning or purpose or joy in your life, finding that, going through some exercises and learning ways to cultivate a greater sense of meaning and joy and purpose in your life can really help pull you forward. It can help you, pick you up when the struggles and challenges of life, or when that guilt and that shame and that remorse from your past are pulling you down and trying to hold you back. I would love to share a 5-day challenge that I have. I've just created, really exciting. Going through the process of creating this, but I'm really excited about the results that it's going to help people have and the difference it's going to help people make in their life in recovery. If you've ever felt that you could use some greater sense of meaning and purpose and joy in your life, I want you to be a part of this 5-day challenge. You can click the link below to learn how you can register for it. But over 5 days, I will send you a quick lesson right to your inbox, so you can do it from anywhere that you are in the world, any place you can access your email. You'll get a quick video lesson and then an exercise or an action step that you can do for that day. And in just 5 days, I'll help you experience and cultivate a much greater sense of meaning and purpose and joy, which is going to help further you along in your journey, help you experience greater success, greater fulfillment, and greater happiness in your life and in your recovery. Please drop any comments that you have below. If you struggle with guilt, with shame, with remorse, if it's made your addictive behaviors and tendencies worse, or if it's something that you're just tired of people misunderstanding and people suggesting that you don't feel any guilt or remorse because you continue those actions. If you ever struggle with this, if you have any advice for somebody who is struggling with this, I'd love to see it in the comments below. Please also ask any questions that you have about this topic or about any other topic that deals with addiction or addiction recovery. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends. I'm sure you know somebody that needs to hear this. You can always subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can continue to get videos just like this in the future that will help you on your path and in your journey. You be well. Appreciate you checking out this video. We'll see you in the next one.